starting out by priming my lid with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have been loving this as a primer because it just seems to even out the tone on my lid and also offer a lot of hold with all of the shadows on top of it. Then I'm going into my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette using the shade Bay and just setting that all over where I put that concealer. And then I'm reaching for the Sandalwood shade and taking a fluffy blending brush and just diffusing out the edge of my eye, sort of creating the shape of what I want this look to be. And I'm blending it into my lid and close to my brow bone. This is basically going to be our transitional shade. Next, I'm going in with henna and I'm patting it on the outer corner of my eye and blending it into my crease. I'm using a flatter, more dense blending brush, and I'm just lightly building up that color and blending it into that transitional shade. Then just using a blending brush, I'm just sort of blending those colors together to make sure that they are smooth and there are no lines. And then I'm taking the shade Cocoa and a very small blending brush and just patting it on the outer corner in my eye and basically blending it very lightly into the crease, creating a nice soft V shape. Then taking the shade Black Truffle, I am just patting it on the very outer V shape of the lid and blending it into that cocoa shade. You may see me go back and forth between the two shades just to help blend them in together and make sure it's a nice soft gradient and no lines are visible. And going into the shade Henna, I am lining my lower lash line with the same brush that I used to apply on the lid, and I'm blending it up into the upper lid. And then I'm going in with Cocoa with a smaller blending brush, and I'm focusing it more towards the outer corner and only going into the center of my lower lash line. And then of course I'm going to go in and take Black Truffle and just line my lower lash line on the outer corner only. Then taking the Shape Tape again, I'm going to do a half cut crease. So I just apply a very small dot. A little goes a long way with this, so you really don't need very much. And I'm just taking a small definer brush and creating the shape of my lid. I do go a little higher than my natural lid because I don't really have very deep set eyes, so I like to exaggerate the shape that they naturally are. Once that is all drawn in, I just take my finger and pat it on and blend it slightly, not all the way into that dark, but very, very close so that there is no lines and it is smooth as possible. And then because I want my yellow to be as bright and bold as possible, I am taking my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and just tapping that on top of the concealer just for that added extra pigmentation that I'm looking for. So going into my Anastasia Artist palette in the shade Fresh. Unfortunately, this palette's not available anymore, but any yellow shade will do. I'm just taking a concealer brush, and I'm finding that it's easiest to first outline the edges with yellow and then fill in the rest as you go. Once that's all nice and covered, I took a mix of Cocoa and Henna and patted it on the outer edge of that yellow and into the darker edge. And then I went back in with some Cocoa and patted it on the outer V. And then to darken it up a little bit more, I took a tiny bit more of that Black Truffle to finish it off. Now taking my favorite eyeliner ever, it's the Tarte Tarteist Double Take Liner, and I am just lining my lash line and creating a wing. Once the wing is all filled in, I just went in with the pencil side of the double take liner and filled in my inner waterline. I curled my lashes and applied some mascara. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then I'm going to apply my Allure Golden Goddess lashes. These are my all-time favorite right now. To bronze up my skin, I'm using the Lorac Contour Palette and using the shade Medium to just do a slight contour on my cheekbones, my forehead, and on the sides of my nose and right below my bottom lip. Then I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow Kit, and I'm going to use the shade Bubbly to highlight my cheekbones and my nose and Cupid's bow. Then I'm using the Bella Pierre Desert Rose Mineral Blush and applying a little bit of that onto my cheeks. And then taking the Kylie Cosmetics Coco Collection Clo Money Liquid Lipstick, I am first applying that all over my lips. And then taking the other shade in the glossy shade from the Coco Collection, Damn Gina, I'm going to top that with that. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful summery look. Make sure, if you haven't already, to click that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.